Hello, everybody, and welcome to Let's Play. Or well, let's not generally call it a Let's Play. Let's just call it what I'm mostly thinking of, and that is Pokemon Leaf Green Nuzlocke run. If you don't know what a Nuzlocke is, it's basically a run where you follow a simple set of rules that are picked out. It's actually it's based off one of the many mangas that are out of Pokemon, and there are different rules, as I said. Or I can just read up every rule. It's first one is any Pokemon that faints is considered dead. So if a Pokemon dies, you have to release it. Secondly, you have to, every time you catch a Pokemon, you have to give it a nickname. But you can only catch the first Pokemon that you ever encounter in that area. Like, for say, if I walk into a new area and I meet a Pokemon, I have to catch that Pokemon if I want to catch a Pokemon. So, yeah, I can't get whichever Pokemon I want to have. I'm just gonna have to catch whatever I can find, first off. If I black out, like, if all my Pokemon are dead in battle, but I still have some in my PC, I still can't keep playing, because a blackout is considered a game over, whatever happens. I can't get Pokemon from trades or mystery gifts or anything like that. I can only catch or buy Pokemon. So, yeah. Getting Pokemon is like getting different Pokemon in this game is the actual challenge, and also keeping them, because you don't want them to die. There are other rules that are a little more optional, which one of them I'm going to actually go by, and that is start a Pokemon is based off the player's trainer ID number. So if the last number is 1 to 3, I get Bulbasaur. If it's 4 to 6, it's Charmander, and 7 to 9, it's Squirtle. If it's 0, I can choose myself. So I'm just gonna go in here and talk to Professor Oak about getting the Pokemon first, and then I'm gonna check. Also, I named him Bumface because I don't fucking know. Oh wait, that's right, he's not even here yet to go up into the grass to make him appear. La 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 la, silly me. I haven't played this in a while now. Also, you might ask why I'm doing Leaf Green and not Fire Red like everybody else. Well, it's something to do with the save files and the after game. I kind of want to play the after game, but if you can't save, you can't play it, because then you're just gonna have to reset the entire game, and save states is not going to help much. So, and Fire Red has, like, the ROM that you can find of Fire Red has that problem where you can't save. So, but Leaf Green is just completely fine. It has no problem whatsoever. I think there's something you can do about the Fire Red ROM, but I have no idea what. Something to do with the save types. But instead of suddenly getting the problem, I'm just gonna play Leaf Green. There's not much difference, just some other types of Pokemon that you can find. But anyways, before we go ahead and check our Pokemon, or what Pokemon to get, it appears that I have 3 as the last number, so that means I get to pick Bulbasaur. I received a Bulbasaur from Professor Oak, and I had to give him a nickname. I have Scrana. And Bombface is gonna pick the one that's gonna be stronger against mine, of course. Which he always does. And then you have to battle him. So the first battle is just, well, even if you win or lose, you don't really gain much. Well, you might gain a level, but other than that, the outcome afterwards is gonna be totally the same. He has no upper hand against me, since the only moves that he has are Scratch and Growl. I only have Tackle and Growl. But if he decides to just use Growl just once, then I have basically won. Also, I got to attack first, so I might just win anyway. I think we do the exact same amount of damage, so yeah, he goes ahead and uses Growl. He will make my attack a little worse, but seeing that he's already on the yellow level and almost red. Oh, okay. The tables have turned. If okay, maybe not. I guess he won. Goddamn it, critical hits. There are some of the many banes. Many banes of my existence. And since I lost, I had to pay money. Let's just not call this an actual loss or an actual death, because, I mean, this is the first battle and it doesn't really contribute to the entire game at all. Except for you gain a level. But now starts the actual adventure. Now all the rules are kicked in, and well, since I can't really catch anything right now, I guess this Route 1 is gonna be completely useless for me. I can only use it for training, because if I meet a Pokemon here, I'm gonna see if I can stay away from the grass too much, so that I don't meet a Pokemon, because I might find a Pidgey here. Fuck! Well, guess we're in... and it was a Pidgey as well. If I could have gotten through the grass without meeting a Pokemon and then gone back to Professor Oak and then gotten the Pokeballs, I could have catched me a Pidgey here. I like getting a Pidgey from the very start of the game, because then I can train it from the very beginning, like from level 2. But I guess not. So I'm not getting a Pidgey from here, but I might get one later on. If I'm lucky and find a Pidgey first in an area, because Pidgey is one of my favorite Pokemon and I really have a good time training it. Getting a Pidgeotto is also really good. Let's see. At least I will have... well, normally I don't play with Bulbasaur. I usually play with either Squirtle or Charmander. Mostly Charmander, because Charizard is like the coolest Pokemon ever. But there are many positive things about using Bulbasaur, because grass is super effective against both rock and water, and those are the two first gyms that you have to go to. Anyways, I'm just gonna go over to the Pokemart and get Professor Oak's parcel, and then we're just gonna go back to his lab. Okay, we're back to the lab, and I actually didn't meet a single Pokemon the entire trip back here, so you didn't miss much. Anyways, now that we've delivered him the parcel, we can get our Pokeballs, and I can actually catch Pokemon. And you get the Pokedex. You don't know what a Pokedex is? You probably haven't heard of Pokemon much, because it's like, oh, I know what Pokedex is. Everybody knows what a Pokedex is. And 5 Pokeballs. Hopefully I won't have to use too much Pokeballs. That's also the wrong grammar. GG, Scar. GG. There's blah blah blah, we all know the entire speech, blah blah blah, we know get into the wild, fight Pokemon and just find them out. And collect as many as you can. Blah blah blah. Well, first off, let's go into our rival's house and ask his sister for a town map. It just might be useful. Who knows, even though I know the entire Kanto region by heart. Still gonna go get it. If I use speed up like this, it's just because random battle and it's boring to watch me totally pwn a level 3 Rattata. And I will get an incredible 50% frame drop for every time I use the speed up, so I'm not gonna use it too much. That's why I'm only gonna use it for battles, random battles like this one. And there we go. Well, level up. Finally. I might just actually go ahead and train here just a little bit. Just to, I don't know, maybe level 8. And I'll see you guys up in this place, Viridian City. I can't even remember the names of the cities. But anyways, I'll meet you up there. Wow, okay. Okay, I'm going to the Pokemon Center right now. Woof. That was scary. Alright, we're back into Viridian City, and Chrono is level 8. So we can go ahead and get to the Pokemon Center and then just move on with the story of this game. probably gonna use Pokemon Centers a lot. There is another rule for this game where if you decide to use it, you cannot use anything for heal except for Pokemon Centers. Like any Pokemon Mart, you can't enter a Mart basically, and you can't use items that you found. If you got it earlier, before we got Oak's Power Soul, we would just seen this guy laying on the ground being all, "Ah, you can't pass." So, but now it's just gonna show you how to catch a Pokemon if you didn't know already. So I'm just gonna skip that, because all it does is throw a Pokeball at this Weedle and it's done. I think you see a Teacher TV, which I'll probably never use, because I know how this game works enough to not use a Teacher TV. Teacher TV is just a bunch of different lessons about Pokemon, like the entire game in TV. Just tells you everything. It's boring. If I'm not mistaken, this guy can actually... No, it's not this guy. It's that guy under this tree. He'll teach you a move, which is called Dream Eater. If I had a Clefairy or something, I would totally teach it Dream Eater. It's really good if your opponent is asleep. Let's see, this is a new route. Let's see if we can find some Pokemon here. Or what Pokemon we get to catch. Yeah, Pidgey! Alright. Let's see. I'm gonna try to just use Leech Seed, actually. Oh, of course he avoided the attack. But I just want to be really careful so I don't kill it. So I'm gonna use Leech Seed, which will slowly drain its HP. It doesn't have much HP right now, so it's not gonna take long. Yeah, okay, it only took 1 HP from it. But I'll just use Growlithe as well. Maybe I can catch it early on and just not having to go back to the Pokemon Center before starting to train it. I might actually go back a little bit and train it, because coming up is Viridian Forest. There are a lot of bug Pokemon in there, which is actually pretty good if you're trying to raise a bird Pokemon. But still, they are in a much higher level. Now what I'm going to call my Pidgey, I think it's like this. Shock. I just think that's how Jontron's bird's name is made, so I'm just gonna go back and get him healed up, and then I'm going to go back to Route 1 and train him, because I just don't want to take the chance of training him up there in Viridian Forest. He might die. Who knows, by poisoning or something. I don't want that. We are coming up a very good time here, so we might actually just have to end the video right here. I have 2 skips to edit out, but I think it should make for a nice 10-minute, 15-minute video. So in the next episode, I'm gonna be up in Viridian City, and I will have trained my Pidgey a little bit so that he suits the upcoming Pokemon. So I'll see you guys in the next episode of Leaf Green Nuzlocke, and thanks for watching. I can't find a Mankey here, or a Spearow.